Yo, what is up, everybody? And I am back from MEPS. If you haven't already watched part one, please go ahead and do so. Uh, I don't think I like y'all down there. Let me bring y'all up. I just gotta hold it. Okay. This right here is my name badge. Y'all can't see all that, but it just has my name, what I was there for, and all the different departments that I had to go through, medical. And I'm going to let you guys know like how MEPS went down during COVID. I have everything written down right here, so I'm gonna let y'all know. Okay, so first thing first. So when you get from the hotel, a lot of people didn't drive, so they had to get on the shuttle bus. So we ate breakfast. We got our temperature checked downstairs for the second time, and then everybody lined up to get on the shuttle buses. There was 3 shuttle buses. I drove, so you know I just had to wait for one of the buses to start heading towards MEPS. So I followed them, and it was like probably like 4 of us that drove. Okay, so once you get to MEPS, the people that drove, you can't like automatically just go inside. You have to wait for everyone else to show up, and then we were first in line, the 4 or 5 people that drove, and the security people at the metal detectors, they came out and they gave us the bins to put all of our stuff in, and we lined up by like category. So for instance, I'm a female, and I was there for physical, so I was in the first line, and then the next line was the males for physicals, and then shippers, ASVAB, I believe, um and probably people that was there for like consults and stuff also. And tell me why I was the only female that was doing the physical. I was like, okay, now I'm really nervous, but then it wasn't that bad. So what we did after we went through the metal detectors is we checked at the main desk, and then they told us to go to our liaison. Oh wait, did they give us a folder first? I think at the main desk, that's where they give us. No. They directed us to our liaisons, and then so I went to the Army liaison, and that's where I turned in my phone. I had to power it off, turn it in, and then I grabbed my name badge right here. And after that, that's when I walked back to the control desk, and they gave me my medical folder that had like all my documents, what needs to be filled out, what needs to be signed by me, and stuff like that. And after that, let's see what happened next. Um, okay, after that, um, I sat there. I was the first one, so um, I they hurry up and did vision. Well, let me get this out the way. So altogether, there was only, I believe, 9 of us there that were doing physicals. Me, the one female, and 8 other guys. So I did vision. Basically, what vision is, you there's like a booklet that you got to look at, and there's like a bunch of like gray. I think it was gray little circles, and then in red, was it just red? Maybe it was like green, red, and blue, I believe. It was numbers that were like shaped out with little circles, and you had to identify the numbers. And I passed that, 14 out of 14. And then for the depth perception test, I passed that. I got 20/20 vision in both eyes. They basically make you look into the little thing, and then read the letters on each line that they tell you. So yeah, 20/20 vision on that. And then after vision, I did hearing, and basically just put the headset on and then listen for the beeps, click. I for sure thought I failed, y'all, because I was hearing stuff, And then the dude next to me was up here making movements. So I'm like, bruh, like, for real. And for like the 6,000, how do you say it, decibels? Or whatever you call it. I got zeros on both ears, but overall I passed hearing. So after hearing, they took they put us in the classroom where we were going to be doing the briefings. We have two briefings. One regular briefing that tells us like not to lie and stuff like that, and then the second was a medical briefing that we had to sign some papers and watch a PowerPoint basically. And they took our blood pressure. And then once the medical briefing was over, we had to do a pee test. Now, I couldn't pee right away. I don't know why. I don't know if I was nervous. So it took me a good like 30 minutes to finally pee. And I peed and I passed. And they also do a pregnancy test. And yeah, I'm not pregnant. What I forgot to mention is during the medical briefing, you also have to do a breathalyzer test to make sure that you're not under the influence of alcohol. And I believe everyone passed that. So once I finished with the urine analysis, since I was just sitting there, the chief medical doctor was like, I'll just do your interview right now since you're not doing anything. So I went into his office and he basically just asked me all the same questions that you fill out, like, have you ever did this, have you ever did that. They asked about like my parents' medical history and my siblings' medical history, like how many siblings they got, did they have any medical issues and whatnot. And that was basically it for that. And then once I finished with that, I did my ortho physical. That's where you go do like the little movements and the duck walk and all that, and your bra and panties for the females and boxer briefs for the males. And that's where they did the height and weight. I already knew off the bat that I was going to get taped, so I already let the lady know. And let me tell y'all, bruh, them little cheap scales that they be selling at Walmart, not accurate whatsoever. Actually, I lied. It was accurate, okay? It was just when I taped myself, I guess because you should always have somebody else tape you. So when I taped myself, at first I was over. And then she was like, she really wanted me to pass. So shout out to her. She really wanted me to pass. So she grabbed the other girl after they tape you 3 times. Alright, you guys, sorry about that. My recruiter called to figure out what was going on. He thought that I was going to need a ride. I forgot to tell him that I drove. Well, he knew that I drove there. So, anyways, where was I at? I was talking about I don't even know. But I basically passed everything. I was sort of struggling though, keeping my balance on stuff. I mean, I was good with the duck walk. That's what I was really nervous about, but I ended up doing well. It was just keeping my balance on certain stuff, and then like the kick, lift your knee up, release hecka fast. It was hard keeping my balance. And was I talking about my weight? I think I was talking about my weight. So she grabbed the other girl, and the other girl basically measured me, and I passed. I was on the freaking line. I had to be 32%. I was 32%. Boy, your girl got to start working out and eating healthy, because when I go back, I got to make sure. You feel me? So, then you go into this room where he examine you. You got to take off your bra, and you still have your panties on at that time. And he like checks your breathing and your eyesight and whatnot. and then you lie back on the table and he'll do a breast. Well, I had a male doctor. You guys might have a female doctor, but I also had a female. I believe she was a nurse. She was in there also. So he did a breast exam, and I was good on that part. And then I had to remove my underwear and put my legs up, and he, like how you put your legs up when you're getting a pap smear. That's what I had to do. And he examined me down there, and then I had to sit up while sitting on the little table thingy, and then just bend over so he can check my booty. Yes, they check your booty. It was just a little 1 second little check, and he was like, "Okay, got it." Okay, and then that was it for the medical. He told me, he was like, "You're medically qualified. You're medically eligible or qualified to join the United States Army." And then I was like, "What?" And then my dumb self, I was like, "So, what about my waiver? Like, how does that process work?" And he was like, "Your waiver?" And then I'm like, "Bruh, I probably should have never even said nothing." But then, like, all my medical documents are in the folder, so they would have put two and two together no matter what. So now it's just a waiting game. I am medically eligible, but they just gotta submit my papers for my waiver. And the chief medical doctor was saying that since I'm physically healthy, I have no other major problems, that it should be fast and easy, and it should probably only take a week. But then my recruiter is saying that it can take however long, depending on how much papers that they have to go through, and then they might request more documents. We'll do it. We'll. So yeah, now I'm just waiting pretty much. So yeah, that was my MEPS experience during COVID. Um, I feel like it was just like the same, probably, if it was for anybody else. The only thing that was different was that you have to wear masks, and that's it. So do me a favor and like, comment, and subscribe. If you are going into the military, please leave your branch down below and let me know if you're going to MEPS for your ASVAB, if you're going to MEPS for your physical, if you're shipping or whatnot, and what branch you're in, what job you chose. But yeah, as always, it's your girl Kim, and Patty will be in our later videos.